I'm going with Terrence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terrence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terrence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
I fought against Crawford. I couldn't even hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Well, he's Canelo Crawford.
It's very hard. 50-50. For me, pound for pound, #1 is Terrence Crawford.
When seasoned boxing experts debate the highly anticipated fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, the consensus is obvious. This fight will most likely be uncompetitive. Analysts argue that Crawford's rise up to weight classes to super middleweight places him at a significant disadvantage. Canelo's proven ability to deliver punishing body blows and break opponents down at 168 pounds, combined with his championship pedigree at higher weights, is likely to outclass Crawford's technique and physical form. Yaron Ennis warned Crawford that going straight to 168 pounds versus Canelo is a huge mistake. He pushed Bud to start with a 160-pound warm-up bout, pointing him that Canelo has long dominated super middleweight and has consistently knocked out bitter competitors.
I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down. And Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. At like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, the feeling of somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavy and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Former champion Carl Froch believes that Crawford is moving up many weight classes and will most likely not last more than 6 rounds against Canelo's brutal strength and bodywork. Froch believes Terrence Crawford will struggle to last more than 4 to 6 rounds against Canelo Alvarez, citing Crawford's rapid rise up 2 or 3 weight classes.
It was absolutely crap, load of rubbish. The fight really was a waste of time. If you haven't watched it, don't watch it because there's better things you can be doing, like probably watching the grass grow or watching some paint dry maybe. But that fight was a total waste of time. Watching that as a former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and Hall of Famer, I was thinking to myself, what an opportunity you've got there. If I was fighting still 10 years ago, if that opportunity came up for me, I know Canelo Alvarez is going to be a tough fight for anybody. I know it's a long ask trying to beat a guy like that, but come on. If I'm in there with Canelo for whatever amount of money, there's going to come a point where I'm saying, right, I'm going for it now. Probably around 3 or 4, I'm going to stick it on him and have a go. To be given an opportunity like that, Skull, defending his IBF title and potentially becoming undisputed, to go in there and just perform like that, for me, it's not acceptable. And I think in my day and with my mindset and the way I used to fight, I'd have gone for it. Just gone for it and then give the fans, give the boxing fans and do myself and my trainer proud.
He has passed his best. He's had over 60 fights. Made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. Yeah. It could go wrong for him. He could end up losing. Whoever loses, it'll be an upset because the amount of people that think Crawford's going to win. Crawford's certainly an unbelievable bad boy fighter, proper good fighter. Then you've got Canelo who just understands the game.
Abel Sanchez, Gennady Golovkin's former trainer, called the fight ludicrous, claiming Crawford lacks the power and growth required to compete at 168 pounds and will need a knockout to win.
Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. I'd like to get your thoughts on how that fight plays out and a prediction if possible.
Okay, well, first of all, Terrence Crawford is a great fighter, but so is Canelo. I think that, in my opinion, their IQ is similar, except Canelo doesn't get hit like Crawford gets hit. In my opinion, Canelo's a bigger man. Not that he started out as a bigger man, but he's now a bigger man. He has been hit by not only Gennady, who's one of the biggest punchers that I've ever coached and I've ever seen, but he's also been hit by Bivol, by Kovalev, who's a big puncher. You know, he's been hit by big guys. Crawford had a hard time with a 154-pounder who hit him often. So I think that no matter how much weight he puts on, no matter how smart he thinks he is or how big he thinks he is, he's going to be getting hit by a truck. And he's not used to that. And I think that at the beginning, just like it was with Kell Brook and Gennady, at the beginning, the speed and the talent.
Sparring insider Kyron Davis, who trained with both boxes, also supported Canelo, noting his superior size and physicality as a distinct advantage.
It'll be a lot you have to. It'll be a lot to get that victory based on, you know, size alone. Not that size wouldn't fight, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard. I mean, nothing's impossible. But if I had my money on somebody winning the fight, it'll be Canelo Alvarez. Even though Terence Crawford is a great fighter. They're both great fighters. And you got two great fighters in there. But I think one guy got the advantage due to his makeup, his body type, you know, how big of a person he is, and I think that will be a deciding factor in that fight.
Jumping up 21 pounds, would Crawford have to fight the perfect fight?
Absolutely. You know, size will play a factor in that fight. It won't. It'll be a lot harder to damage Canelo. You know, his punches will be way more effective than Crawford's punches if they fight at 168. So I think it'll be an issue. It's not impossible, but it will be hard.
Terence Crawford believes that his greatest advantage is not power, but rather outstanding battle IQ and agility. In interviews, he stated that he doesn't need a knockout to outwit Canelo. He intends to test Alvarez early on, then adjust in the middle of the fight to exploit gaps. Crawford stressed his ability to change stances, entice, and disrupt rhythm, making Canelo's pressure a changing target. He stated that downsizing, sharpening, and playing smart offensive will be more important than pure strength. He also dismissed the size issue. Crawford claimed, "You only know how strong someone is when you fight them," and he sees no mystery in his own ability to damage Canelo.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. And he does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power. But all those guys that you named is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always have respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't look different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
Sean Porter has expressed serious concerns about Terence Crawford's ability to withstand Canelo's power for a full 12-round contest at 168 pounds. He identified Crawford's large weight rise from welterweight to super middleweight as a major problem. Porter admires Crawford's superior abilities and boxing acumen, but fears that Canelo's strength and early aggression will wear him out over time.
The others say like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's gonna be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean?
Bill Haney has been extremely heated and outspoken in his commentary on the bout. He confidently declared that Crawford will beat Canelo to a bloody pulp, calling him the best fighter in the world and dismissing the idea that stature or fame matter when facing Crawford. At the fight's official press conference, Haney also put a $100,000 bet on Crawford and shouted from the microphone that it began when I arrived, claiming that Crawford is not to be taken lightly. Later, Haney issued a warning to Crawford, cautioning him not only inside the ring but also about any potential drug issues associated to Canelo's camp.
Canelo Crawford, what's your breakdown of the fight?
Huh?
Canelo against Crawford, what's your breakdown?
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You said Canelo and Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man, that's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. Then came off the bench. From the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. 60 years of boxing. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing?
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 VADA, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing. Shut up.
Crawford has also provided forthright assessments of his previous opponents, offering light on his own talents and how he views elite competition. He considers Yurkis Gamboa to be the most powerful puncher he has ever fought. Despite eventually knocking him out in their 2014 lightweight title bout, Gamboa's quickness and power were impressive at that early stage of his career. Crawford also lauded Agodius Kavaliauskas as the most powerful puncher he's ever encountered, although not always the hardest hitter.
I'm gonna rate your past opponents. I'm gonna give you 5, and you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 and give me like a 1 sentence as to why, all right? Yurkis Gamboa.
I rate him 10 because he was undefeated at the time. He was a 3-division champion. He was in his prime, on a break of being one of the biggest faces in boxing.
Mean Machine.
One of those guys that, you know, was on a break of becoming a world champion before he fought Terence Crawford. I think I give Mean Machine a 7. He was pretty technical.
Sean Porter.
Sean Porter, I give him a 10. He's been in the ring with a lot of fighters. Porter is a well-rounded fighter, great person at that.
Israel Madrimov.
Israel, I give Israel a 9. I think, you know, experience played a big factor in our fight. He did real well against me. I give him a 9.
Errol Spence Jr.
Errol Spence, I give him a 10. Undefeated, 3-time world champion, unified world champion, running through all the welterweights that he was put in front of him. You know, beat a few champions at that. So I'll give him a 10.
Jose Benavides Jr. has made a bold statement. Crawford is a beast, expressing confidence that Bud can win Canelo at 168 pounds. He emphasized Crawford's intelligence, unpredictability, changeable positions, and superior ring IQ. Jose acknowledged Canelo's physical advantage, but argued that size does not win battles on its own. He firmly predicted Crawford to outwit and destroy the Mexican superstar, claiming Bud's mindset heading into the fight is determined to win, not just survive.
A lot of people are counting Crawford out. Crawford's he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, you know, I mean, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but I mean, you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So I mean, I feel like it'd be a good fight. You know, it sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but I mean, only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. and you just gotta keep moving forward. You know, gotta keep moving forward. But it's gonna be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford on this one. The thing with him, he adjusts. He's a smart motherfucker. He adjusts. He uses. He's not only does he switch from from southpaw to orthodox, but he's just a smart. He has a high IQ in boxing, and that's what I feel like. All these fighters that go in there to fight Canelo, they already go in there scared, is what I believe. That which already beats him. So Crawford's gonna go in there to not gonna go in there to fucking. So I mean, I have it going Crawford, bro. To be honest with you.
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao, on the other hand, emphasized that Crawford must hone and maintain his pace and style in order to counter Canelo's Ulcan power in their super middleweight bout on September 13, 2025. When asked about Crawford's chances, Pacquiao responded, "Good for Canelo." Then he advised Bud to rely on his trademark agility, mobility, and skill to overcome the weight jump and stylistic difficulty. Israel Madrimov, Crawford's last opponent, has provided a measured but firm assessment of the bout. He claimed Canelo would win. "I ponder about my decision." Despite facing Crawford at 150 pounds in 2020 and barely losing by unanimous decision, Madrimov underlined that Crawford's 2-weight move to super middleweight presents a completely different challenge. He emphasized the enormous size and power difference and, while admiring Crawford's abilities, downplayed his chances against Canelo. Madrimov completed his prediction, adding that the fight is not even close.
If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think.
Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, what do you think about that fight if they did fight? Looks like it's up for September.
Good fight. If 168 pounds, I think it's Canelo, but it's Canelo better technique because 50-50. If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think. If knockout, it's Canelo.
What makes Crawford so difficult to fight against?
He has power, smart, in more practical.
He has more experience. He's very experienced.
However, the boxing community is divided on who will win this battle. Coach Joel Diaz has offered a no-holds-barred opinion on the Canelo vs. Crawford fight, claiming simply that Crawford has no chance. Diaz contends that Crawford's jump up to weight classes into Canelo's natural territory at 168 pounds puts him structurally outmatched. He says it ridiculous to assume bout can defeat Canelo, claiming the size and power disparities are simply too great. He cited Crawford's lackluster performance while switching from 147 to 150 pounds against Israel Madrimov and warned that climbing to 168 pounds against a physically superior Canelo would be an even more difficult feat. According to Diaz, Alvarez can withstand Crawford's punches, but Crawford will be unable to withstand Canelo's return fire.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov is a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Mikey Garcia holds similar beliefs. He recognizes Crawford as one of the most brilliant fighters he has ever seen, but he is adamant that size matters in this circumstance. He cited Crawford's latest battle at 150 pounds, or his power did not convert, raising concerns about how it will translate at 168 pounds. Garcia says that Canelo's renowned strength and physicality, super middleweight give him a clear advantage. While Crawford has higher level boxing talents, Mikey believes Crawford would require a flawless bout to survive. let alone win, against a naturally bigger and stronger champion like Alvarez. Boxing fans are filled with both excitement and cynicism as they await the historic Canelo-Crawford fight. Crawford's training film garnered a split reaction. Others appreciated his size and precision. Others have worried that he has lost quickness at 168 pounds. Fans believe Crawford will not look small next to Canelo. Social media buzz also questioned the press conference altercation. Many people believe it was stage hype rather than genuine opposition. Meanwhile, fans celebrated Netflix programming, and UFC commentators joined boxing coverage as a new marketing collaboration.
Dan Rafael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots. Whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, and Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled.
Not even getting wobbled, just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Despite initial misunderstanding about marketing rights, UFC President Dana White has announced that he will co-promote the super middleweight unification bout on September 13th. While Saudi backer Turki Al-Sheikh maintains financial control, he makes final decisions on venue, ticketing, and marketing. White's distinctive UFC-style promotional power and global reach help raise the event to mega-fight level.
I'm promoting the fight.
Yeah.
So the reason that I wear the Canelo Crawford shirt when I'm doing Canelo Crawford press is so people don't mistakenly think that I'm doing a UFC press conference. Because I think when everybody sees me, they associate UFC immediately. So
Yeah.
I always wear the Canelo Crawford shirt when I'm doing a Canelo Crawford.
And you just have a strict like marketing deal with boxing for that fight?
No, I'm promoting the fight. Me and my team are running that fight.
Do you think Terence Crawford can handle Canelo Alvarez's stature and power at 168 pounds? Is the bout already decided before the bell rings?